it's his God-given right to be a bigot. So like he refused, and he went on to write an article where he went on to talk about how essentially he was being persecuted because people did not allow him to be a bigot. Of course, there were so many people supporting him. But again, this boy did not see his homophobia as an act of violence. The people supporting him did not see his need to justify his bigotry as an act of violence. In fact, there were so many people, educated people, writers, professors, who came to say that his essay was brilliant. This essay where he was justifying his God given rights to be homophobic as brilliant. Mind you, these are people in countries where there are laws to protect gay people, and they are in these safe countries with better political and economic conditions, by the way, co-signing bigotry. They will never ever 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 accept that they are adding on to the violence that queer people face in this country. Last but not the least is this new production, is the second season of this series, Blood Sisters, and I haven't really watched it. But there's been discussions on the TL. I do find it to be an act of violence that in a country where we are literally dying in the hands of other citizens of this country, the only portrayal of queerness to be one of violence. And there are people who will say, oh, like these acts of sexual violence are occur in prisons. You were unrealistic about a lot of things, down to the outfits that they were wearing. And this is the one place you want to be realistic. Again, I've not watched the series, not interested in watching the series, but it's just so fascinating that an industry that is so committed to pretending that bigotry does not exist when they are creating their body of work, an industry with creatives who never talk about the very blatant social issues in this country. The one time you want to be realistic, the one time that you want to push a plot, where people are already being put as predators. Like, as somebody said in the review, there's already a lot of sex there. Like, you could have shown it as violence in any other situation, but you chose the easiest scapegoats. If you were saying these things are acts of violence, like, you seem like the crazy one where people are dying. Those of us in situations where we're not dying, we are dealing with a reality that there are just so many lives that we cannot live. We have to deal with the already existing social political bullshit that is happening in this country that is already sucking our youth away. And then we have to deal with the